guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Drake, I have got to laugh. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This is Drake's worst year of his life. And honestly, looking back, I'm like, did Kendrick actually plan this? Now, I know that Drake stans, King Jared, Fluffy Dimmicks, all of them thought that their hero was going to come out with the song of the summer, right? They thought Drake was going to come out, put it on and make him want to marry me. Put him on and make him want to marry me. They really thought that Drake was going to do the D thing, and instead he did something that made people sit there and be like, damn, what is next? If y'all know what I'm talking about, Drake literally came out with a song with Lil Yachty. Now, let me just say this. The song is mid as best. And listen, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like it when he act tough. But these melodies are so 2015, 16. Drake, it's been done. Don't get me wrong. The song is okay. But to come back from this humiliation, to come back from this shock, to come back from this complete and utter annihilation, well, didn't you understand? Didn't you understand what the objective was? Did Kendrick not tell you to keep making you dance and wave our hands? Who is dancing and who is waving their hands? And if you guys don't know, Kai Cenat literally previewed the new song. Now, if I was DJ Fluffy Dimmicks, I would be mad that your cheesesteak money might be gone soon. Why? Because everybody now sees that academics is compromised, you know? And to be honest with you, Drake needs academics, not the other way around. Oh my, how the tables turn, right? Drake needs it, okay? But at the end of the day, you also need to know that, and this is the funny thing. So everybody knows academics compromise. So he gave it to Kai. Because what? We don't think that he gave Kai a bag. And I hope Youngboy did get a bag. Because the way they wanted his reaction to be just like his organic reaction to They Not Like This. The way that the song came on, I would play it. But you know Drake liked this soon. He liked copyright. Kai Cenat came on. You heard bum, bum, bump. His eyes got big. And then he had to knock over his chair the way he did with They Not Like Us and get up and start dancing half butt. Drake, you forget we watch Kai all the time. We know when he's feeling a song or when he's doing a little jig. Baby, that was a paid endorsement. But like with every thing, with his ghostwriters too, Drake ain't getting his money worth. Y'all, let's get into this, right? If I can find the Kai Cenat reaction, I will play it on loop. But it was just so like, I get it. Kai, get your bag. Academics, you already getting a bag, right? Who would have thought at the end of this, Drake would be the one in shame and people would be turning on to academics, okay? We also know that from that song, and this is the funniest thing I ever saw happen, right? We also know that from that song is trash. Lil Yachty's verse is the worst verse on there. But I guess you can't say anything when you're ghostwriters. With your ghostwriters, you can. Oh, y'all didn't know that? So Lil Yachty is rumored to be one of Drake's ghostwriters. Let's also not forget Lil Yachty he was writing for the City Girls, okay? He should have stuck with the City Girls because he was bringing them hits. With Drake, I don't even know. And with Drake, why would you take Lil Yachty, who writes for City Girls? Well, we already know. Kendrick said you might throw ass from him, right? We already know why you wanted Lil Yachty on, but his verse on this song, it was one of the worst verses Lil Yachty has had, you know? But what are you going to do about it, right? Why would you do this to yourself? Hold on, let me pull this. Okay, I found it. So yeah, there's this article that goes and says that Yachty for a moment was writing for City Girls. Now, also, the fact that he got Lil Yachty on the verse, right? And Yachty's verse is trash. I don't know what he thought he was doing, but this is not the comeback. And also, Drake ain't never beaten those accusations because it looks like he linked up on the self-hating Avengers. Y'all remember Lil Yachty, and this is my opinion, but I stand by it. Lil Yachty was the worst, right? He was the worst out of all of them. Y'all remember, yes, Jules, right? And she used to get off on antagonizing Black women. I know recollections may differ, but she got passes into the culture a lot. And I'm using Yes Jules as an example because she is very controversial, and she got passes into the culture via different men. Lil Yachty was one of those men. I know what you're going to say, but Lil Yachty, does that line, you might pop ass with him? Does that apply to him? It might. I don't know, right? But Lil Yachty was the worst out of all of them that invited culture vultures into the culture. He is an extremely self-hating black man, in my opinion. Like, he only hangs out with white women. And not because, listen, I don't care. Love who you love. Literally, black, white, whatever. But not at the expense of downing your own culture. That's when it turns into self-hating. And I'm glad he's going and dating after that. But again, he looks down on any black woman. This was the guy JT for City Girls was initially dating, and he called her a crunchy black, right? Listen, I remember when Yes Jules actually dated. I'm sorry. When Yes Jules actually interviewed Lil Yachty, he spent most of his time trying. Wait, no, it wasn't Yes Jules. It was that other girl, Bobby, whatever. You know, Bobby Antoff or whatever that one girl is. The white girl that be interviewing people all the time, right? And Drake tried to ruin her career, right? She, listen, and she was, what was her name? Bobby Antoff. She was a white girl with blonde hair. And she was interviewing all the rappers, this and that. And in Lil Yachty's interview, he spent most of the time trying to get her to say black slurs. But then Drake put out the incel bat signal, and now she's no longer cool. But funny that she's being embraced by Southern California because Drake said that she wasn't even cool anymore. But anyway, y'all, what are we? And listen, I know what y'all saying, right? We didn't know Lil Yachty liked people that aren't men, liked women, right? But then again, that's how he dated JT, because don't forget that JT is dating Little Uzi Vert that goes by Leslie. And we got a lot of love for JT and Little Uzi Vert. But at the end of the day, let's call a spade. And Leslie will tell you, we'll call a ho, 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 a ho, ho, ho. Anyway, Drake's new song, everybody's clowning because Yachty's part sounds turbo in it. Also, Yachty is his new ghostwriter and producer, so he couldn't tell him to get on his own song. I know he ain't telling Lil Yachty to shut your dumb ass up and go make some beats. He probably treating every producer and ghostwriter with so much respect right now. But y'all, honestly, like, what in the world is going on with Drake? You also know, again, this was a big L. The song will flop. It has flopped. Hold on really quick. Let me see what it's charting right now, because I need to know. Yeah, that's what I thought. It premiered, 2 days ago? And I was waiting to see what it charted, because I said the song sounds like trash, but are the netizens and citizens are going to get into it? Anyway, it's flopping because they're not even telling us what they charting. And this is with all the bots and ways that Drake is paying, right? Again, he's your ghostwriter, so you can't tell him to get off his own, to go get on his own song, right? Again, it was mid. It was okay. And then Yachty came on, and wow, I didn't know how bad it could get. The funny thing is, and we got to admit this, is last year, that song would have been number one. Drake literally lost all his star power because Drake has been putting out horrible music, lackluster music for the past 3 years. And for all these Drake stans, let's call a spade a spade. I dare you to put up your bops. What's the bops that he's made in the last 3 years? And before you say, oh, Kendrick's boring, okay, but it's being dissected at Harvard. He got Pulitzer Prize. It's not like he's just been in his basement making music. He's been making moves, right? Again, think about it, right? The song just sounds cringe, and I heard it, and I was like, what? Like, Kai Cenat is just going crazy. And it's just so cringe. Think about it. Drake really burned all his bridges that he's literally now relying on Lil Yachty for his sauce. Lil Yachty is corny to everyone. Like, will you be serious? Yachty should just kept this day job of being the City Girls ghostwriter. He was actually ghostwriting for a lot of female rappers. And then Drake saw that and said he'd be a great ghostwriter producer for his projects. Again, you ain't beating any of Kendrick's charges at all. At all. Listen, I don't know what to say. I do want to say this. You know, Lil Wayne was taking shots at Drake in his song. I need your prayer. I need your prayers, not your prayer hands. Teddy Graham. I'll go live tomorrow. My camera's messed up. I'll go live tomorrow and talk about it. We got to have a key, right? But Caruco said Drake has been happier since the Kendrick beef, according to Gordo. Ever since all this happened, I've seen him happier. It's really weird. He's pretty jolly. Didn't Kendrick make a song about this? It's called Euphoria. I mean, it's true. Them superpowers got neutralized. I can only stand in silence. Yo, didn't he make what your experience is called? It's called Euphoria, right? Then Gordo went on to say, the internet makes it seem like, oh, that photo, he's all sad and ish. That's just a bad photo from the show and more. Okay, let me just tell y'all something. How is it a bad photo where Drake showed up in his photo op dressed as a 1940s editor, a female editor of a 1940s magazine? He's just like Joan Crawford was, or what was her name? The girl that starred in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, the brunette, Kathleen Turner. Oh, Kathleen Turner in the Philadelphia Story, right? He was dressed like them with him tight A cornrows. Also, can I just say something? Is Drake's, should I be petty? Okay, we're going to be petty. Can I bleed him? Right? Drake's cornrows are looking tighter and tighter. And his parts are getting tighter and tighter. And I think he's suffering from what a lot of people that have soft follicles are suffering from. Braids ain't for everybody. And if you let them Africans or whoever, because you know, I love having my hair braided by African people, but some of them be having heavy hands. If you get braided by someone that doesn't understand that your foliage is a little bit mixed, that's when you get these 3 feet wide parts in your head. But you know what? Let me stop being petty. But yeah, his parts are getting wider and wider and wider. He better stop before they leave that man bald. He don't know, baby. The braiding shop will destroy your hair and not care. Please listen. All I can say is, listen, we praying for Drake, but like Ye Wrightsky said, a happy man ain't hopping into community chats complaining and falsely accusing people of botting. A happy man ain't deleting 4 diss tracks related to posts. A happy man ain't banning a song from clubs in Houston. This is all straight cap. Again, Drake is making up false stories because he wants to stay base. He said that they wasn't playing this mess in Houston. People in Houston said maybe at 2 clubs, they blasting on the radio. Dun, 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 dun. Academics talking about it's over, but Drake is throwing subs. At the end of the day, the best way for Drake to recover from this is to make good music. Again, Drake's the one that's just like, oh, you can't be, if you my friend, you can't be his friend. Drake, all you got to do is make good music. That's it. And this trash with Lil Yachty, yeah, it ain't working. Do y'all want to talk about the Lil Wayne mess? Do y'all? Okay, let's talk about the Lil Wayne mess, right? Because Lil Wayne actually made a song about Drake. I would play, but y'all know I'm not getting copyrighted, right? But Grip Bayless on Twitter said that Teddy Graham bar was a direct shot at the pasty yellow weirdo. Here's what he said. What did he say? Oh, and also the song is, listen, it's pure Wade. Listen, hold on. Let me turn this off before I get my thing actually demonetized. Hold on, y'all. Really quick. Hold on. He said, I wear this, where we at? Anyway, he said, I'm going to need a little love from your hating A. Real love. Mary J. Blige playing. Need less yes men and more amens. I'm gonna need more prayers and less prayer hands. Anyway, he also said you a Teddy Graham. The Teddy Graham. People said it was a play on words. I don't understand. He was jamming and not like us. He said the gorilla was the only person that talked to him in that party. Let's also not forget that as much as he want to laugh it off, Drake did sleep with Tammy. You even made a song about how brokenhearted you were. I don't know. It seems like Drake has even lost Wayne. But then again, let's be real. Wayne is a Libra. He is like on his own little thing. Anyway, y'all, listen. What can I say? Besides, Drake is trash. He's corny. Lil Yachty. Listen, he jumped on the track with a self-hating black man. I don't care what y'all say. I've listened to Lil Yachty stuff. But what y'all think? I said all this to say, put a 1 in the comments if you feeling Drake's zone. And if you are a Drake stan, put 1. I love Drake, okay? Because at the end of the day, he ain't coming back with this song. This song's not even charting. It just sounds so old. You had all this time. At this point, he needs to take his own advice. Drop. Actually, don't. Drake, get in the studio, hire some new ghostwriters, and come out with some good stuff. But now that we've seen who you are, everything just sounds old and corny. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.